So one of the reasons that fall is a great time to buy a home is because there are fewer home buyers looking usually. So in some markets, as the weather cools, fewer people are looking for a home. In the spring and summer months, as we know, lots of people are looking, which has resulted in some bidding wars and homes selling for much higher prices. If you delay your search and look in the fall, sometimes the market cools a little bit and the other offers are less likely to impact your offer. Another great thing about looking in the fall is that there's less pressure. So less competition and less people looking for a home results in less pressure for the home buyer. In spring and summer, there's definitely more pressure to act fast, make a higher bid on a home, put in an offer that may not meet all of your needs, agree to less than desirable terms in a contract to try to make sure that your contract gets accepted over other people. So with less home buyers to compete against, there's much less pressure to do those things, and you can focus on finding the home that's best for you and your family. Another great reason to list in the fall is that there are more serious sellers. So not always, but you may find that sellers are more serious and they're on a stricter timeline if they're selling in the fall. So this will likely make them more willing to accept your offer and accommodate any requests that you might have in order to move along the sale of their home and meet their timeline. Again, not always, but something you may see in the fall is potentially lower home prices. So if the home didn't sell in the spring and summer and they still have it on the market in the fall, they want to be sure that they can sell it, so they might lower the price of the home. They might be on a timeline like we talked about, so lowering the price will bring in more potential buyers. And this doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong with the house. It just means that they haven't found the right buyer for their place. As you can imagine, when there's a lot of people in the market like there is in the spring and summer, it can be hard to get an appointment with people like inspectors, attorneys, appraisers, loan officers, all those different people that are needed to make the transaction go smoothly. So in the fall, there is more flexibility with that, and there's a lot of things that need to happen, like I said, to make that home buying process go smoothly, and it can be challenging to schedule those necessary appointments when it's the height of the season. So the fall makes it a little bit more flexible to make those appointments. So another thing you may find in the fall is that you have more time to move. Another thing you'll have flexibility with is moving companies. So as you can imagine, when there's a lot of people in the market and a lot of people moving, like in the spring and summer, those moving companies are in high demand, so it's just kind of like whenever they can fit you in, and you may be delayed getting your stuff to the new place. But moving companies are slightly less busy in the fall typically, so there's a better chance that they can accommodate your desired moving days. And another thing that's really great is if you have kids, in the fall they're in school, so you have more time to pack and organize and get everything in line to move without having to move things around kids and deal with all of that too.